Well, hello everyone. It's MOT time for Bella de Berlingo. We're going to a new place, new to me. It's a place Cambrian Classics uses, our friend Tim. So we're going to go there because it'd be nice to have an MOT test that's a bit nearer home. So here we go, first drive in this since before Christmas. She's been languishing up at the unit while I waited for the MOT to expire and tried to sort out her running issues. I took her out of use because it just felt like it was getting worse, and I think it still may be, but generally okay, so should be okay for the MOT today. But we've still got work to do. I've got a fuel filter housing on order, so I'm going to fit that and see if that stops the air getting in the fuel. I don't know if I've got to bleed the injectors or anything, because obviously I've seen air going from the filter housing to the pump, and presumably that is going somewhere. It's either getting held in the pump, which doesn't sound ideal, or it's getting held up in the fuel rail, which also doesn't sound ideal. I'm just slightly wary. That fuel rail runs at an incredibly high pressure, something like 2000 psi, I think. Oh, there's that running issue again. Sort of light throttle, we're at 1500 revs, 45 miles an hour, and it's like it just can't pull cleanly. This is why I've held off on tuning this car, because there is absolutely no point getting a remap when fundamentally the engine is not happy. So we'll get it working as it should be first, and then we'll make a decision about whether we actually want to go down the power route or not. I often just want a bit more grunt, especially in top gear, but like I say, it's not running well enough to warrant that work at the moment. Let's have a bit of that on feet as well, shall we? So yeah, we'll see how things go. It's interesting old times, but it is always nice to jump back in this thing. It's very comfortable, it rides so well, and very economical as well, of course. So let's go and see if we can get ourselves a pass. Oh, let me turn the indicator off a minute. Yeah, not good. We have a refusal on the MOT certificate. It did fail. We've got near side headlamp, which I know has got a rusty reflector, is not making a good enough image, so that's a fail. Brake load sensing valve linkage defective and function impaired. That's an upsetting one, because that would have been mucked about with when the rear axle was replaced. And you know, he mentioned at the time that when he first got it on the ramp, the rear brakes weren't working at all, so I'd assumed they'd fixed the problem. Apparently not. And there's also a brake hose chafed on the near side rear, and the sodding airbag light came on. It is on at the moment as well. Was it on the way here? Of course not. Just came on for the test. And we've got an advisory. Oh no, we've got a minor defect of windscreen damage but not adversely affecting driver's view, and an advisory of side repeater slightly discoloured, obviously not orange enough. Suspension arm ball joint has slight play near side front, and rear axle prescribed area covered in underseal, which Tim did. So that's just an advice. That's saying they can't 100% confirm for it rot free, is what they're saying there. It's covered in underseal, so it's just a comment really. So not bad, but not brilliant. Just a fail is always annoying, so we're gonna have to crack on with some repairs. So not how I was hoping for this one to go, but there we go. We'll have to order some bits up and do some work. Might speak to Tim at Cambrian about doing the load adjuster here on the back. Bad news for the Daihatsu as well. Well, technically she's MOT ready. January finances mean I can't actually afford to insure and take her for an MOT and then whatever repair work is needed, so that is probably going to have to wait until February. Very, very annoying. We are so close, yet not close enough. So Daihatsu Charade going to have to wait. Annoyingly, I switched the insurance for Miss Hubnut over to Bella de Berlingo. That's not gone very well. Anyway, thank you for watching this tiny little update. Hopefully some better news soon. I'm going to go and drive home again in Miss Daisy and ponder my life choices. Farewell.